So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. Sorry I couldn't get one out yesterday. I was meant to get this video out yesterday because I installed the Virtual Red patch. Now it's here. I did a fresh install. Everything else is gone, although I backed it up on a hard drive. But I was having an absolute nightmare. My computer was being a complete mong and just didn't want to copy files because, you know, the patch is hundreds of gig. But we're finally there. All right, so today's video, we're going to be diving into the team selection and just kind of give you guys a flavor of what's going to be happening. First of all, that's got to change though, isn't it? Lionel Messi there in a Barcelona shirt. Doesn't look right now, does it? Actually, it doesn't look right, him in a Paris Saint-Germain shirt, to be honest. And, you know, I saw it all over my feed yesterday on Twitter because obviously it's the big news because literally no one else can afford him. And I don't care. You know what I mean? To me, it's like Paris Saint-Germain they've bought everyone. I know a lot of players have gone to him for free, but it's all about that. That's it. It's all about the money. No one's gone to Paris Saint-Germain to play in one of the world's best leagues. You know, you're not challenging yourself by playing with PSG. No offense to people that support them, but it's not a league that's really highly competitive. I know they didn't win the league last season, which is a bit of a disaster for them. And with all the money they have and the power they have with the squad and the depth, they still didn't win the Champions League. But now, with Messi coming in, Wijnaldum, Ramos, you know, the list goes on of players they've bought. Surely Paris Saint-Germain have got to win the Champions League. And if they don't, it's a disaster. But the problem for them... Sorry, I've gone into a Paris Saint-Germain rant. The problem with Paris Saint-Germain is they don't really play anyone until they get to the Champions League. So they're not really warmed up a whole lot, you know. It's like playing on beginner the whole season, and then when you go in the Champions League, you're whacking up to legend. It's you're not used to it, so we'll see. But either way, Paris Saint-Germain have got to do the business, and if they don't, as I said, it's been a bit of a disaster for them. Right, so let's dive into this, okay? First things first, I've chosen three teams that you guys are going to pick from. I'm going to have a questionnaire. A very simple one. Right now, I only have about 4 questions. I might put 5th one. We'll see. For this playthrough. So go there right now, or watch the video, then go there and vote for what you want. The teams. I've got the team selection there. I've got if you want me to use a gameplay mod or default gameplay. And then I want you guys to list just one. It won't take you long. It takes you a few minutes to do this. One season objective. And then one match objective. I may use it, I may not, but I just want a nice, big, tasty list from you guys. And then if I choose them, there you go. You're going to see it in the playthrough. And I've got some examples. You know, a match objective could be score from a cross. You know, score from a one-time finish. I don't know, pick something. And then a season objective could be score 15 goals with one player. You know, or get 10 assists with someone. Whatever. Just come up with an idea. And it may make it into the playthrough, it may not, depending on if it's good or not. So there we go. Right. So the team selection. So I sat down yesterday after pulling my hair out all day with this patch and kind of went through some of the teams that I thought would be worth doing this playthrough with. And I narrowed it down to 3 teams. And the reason I've chosen these 3 is because they have a lot of youth. And they didn't do well last season in the Sky Bet. You know, I don't want to pick a team that finished near the top. So we're not going to pick a 4-star team or a 3-star or even 3.5. No, I've got 2.5-star or a 2-star team. So the first team that we have is this right here. Coventry City is going to be one of the first choices. They finished, where did they finish in the league? 16th last season. Wasn't great for them. They have 29 players, okay, that are 25 years and younger. There's a lot of depth there with squad. There's a lot of depth there with youth. That's what I'm saying. And that's primarily what's going to happen. We are going to be playing on a very, very low budget, folks. Okay, it's going to be a very low budget. That's what we're going to put it on. We may have maybe a few £100,000 to spend. It's not going to be easy. This is going to be a very tough playthrough. So don't be looking to me bashing in the goals right off the bat. No. That's probably not going to happen. We're going to go through a phase of struggling, but that's the purpose of it. So there's the first team. Coventry City, a 63, a 68, and a 64. They are going to be the worst team that we have to pick. So if you like to look at them, go and vote over on the tab or the questionnaire in the comment or the description. Next up, we have Derby County. A few of you have said about them. Now, they finished 21st last season. They were that close to getting relegated. They had a nightmare. But they also have 26 players under the age of 25. So there's a lot of youth right there as well. They're a little bit better than Coventry, as you can see. They're a 2.5-star team, so a little bit more depth. But I still feel like they will be a challenge. And yeah, we're certainly going to have to do the business with the likes of them. And then the final team that we have is going to be Huddersfield Town. Now, they also finished 20th last season, so only one place behind Derby. As you can see, they're very close to Derby County, a 71, 69, 65. They've got a little bit better forwards, but they still are only a 2.5-star team. And they've got 24 players that are 25 years and younger. So as you can see, there's a pattern. All these teams have very young players that I feel we can try being the word there, try and grow them through the course of the season. So those are the three options: Huddersfield Town, Derby County, or Coventry City. You go and let me know with a questionnaire in the pinned comment or the description which one you would want me to be. Now, the reason I'm not choosing a create a squad, I know some of you said, why don't you make your own team? It's going to take too much work, folks. You know, I'd have to come up with a logo, and then if I do that, you know, whole new players, that's going to mean I've got to try and find like mini faces for them, and I don't have like all day to do this series. I want to do something different, and that's why we're doing this. But creating a whole new club is going to be an absolute mountain to climb. We'll wait till FIFA 22 comes out, because that is designed to do that. You know, PES isn't really designed to create a club. Yeah, you can use the Master League default team, but it's slightly different. So that's why we're not going to do create a club. Now, Luigi Jr. will also not return. I know some of you love him and some of you don't. But I feel like, number one, with this patch, it's going to be really hard to create players and maintain them without losing them every time there's an update. I don't want to risk it. You know, I really don't want to risk that. Plus, Luigi right now is like 82 rated. He's going to be way better than any of these other players, and I think he might be a little bit too OP for the Sky Bet, and we could be banging in goals willy-nilly with him. So he won't make an appearance again, folks, but he may be back. He probably will be back later, depending on what happens with eFootball. But we will continue with Luigi. Don't worry, he's still going to be there, because we've got to long live the dream of Luigi. Keep moving around everywhere trying to win the trophies. Right, so there we go, folks. That is the team selection. Let me know in the comments, well, on the questionnaire. And you can also leave a comment. All right, folks, so let's talk about a couple of other things. So the way this is going to work is, when it comes to the stadiums, right? I mean, I'm still have to completely figure out like the XP and all that, because the way I want to do it is, if I score a goal, I get 10 XP. If I keep a clean sheet, another 10 XP, and those will gradually accumulate. And then once we get enough points to a certain level, then we kind of unlock extra perks, right? So the plan is this: because we obviously have Stadium Server in here, we are going to have to start in different countries, because I don't want to be playing in the same stadiums as other teams in the Sky Bet. But say, you know, we can go through here and we can pick some really low stadiums with Stadium Server, because we have like 600 of them. I mean, it's insane how many are in this patch. It's mad. So say, let's go to some teams that have really low stadiums. I mean, you know, we've got here 8,000, although that's in Spain. I'd rather do somewhere a little less known. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Like 9,000. We could start at this stadium, or this one, 8,300. Now, as I said, this is going to be in different countries. It might look a little bit odd, but no one cares. You know, Coventry have had a bit of a remake. Maybe they've put some nice landscape around the stadium, but there's plenty to choose from. So I will go through here and I'll pick like this one here, 5,800. You know, there's not many capacity there. We have, so like I said, we have so many stadiums to choose from. Yeah, we can pick whatever we like. So I will basically go in here and probably have 3 stadiums that we choose. You guys let me know which one you like the look of, and then we use that for the season. And then as we accumulate more XP, the next season we can hopefully move to a bigger, better stadium. I mean, this one here, 4,400, hardly anyone there. This one's got 8,000. You know, that's for the purpose. We start with a low stadium. Like, this one actually looks quite good because there's not too much, you know, it's just foliage around the side of it. So even that could work. All right, so that's the plan with the stadiums. We start with someone really, really low, and as we draw on, we hopefully will get better, depending on how well we do. If we don't do well enough and don't get enough GP or XP, then we won't be able to change stadiums. So that's the stadium purpose of it. Now, when it comes to sort of team sponsors and all that fun stuff, say we pick Coventry City. I mean, we could try and get some faces for some of these players. Obviously, a lot of them may not have them. But if we were to go to his appearance, his physical, not his physical, we're going to go to his strip style. So this is the way it's going to work. As the season draws on, if we get a sponsor, and we can definitely add more boots and stuff down the road. Say we got sponsored by, what have we got here? Oh yeah, we're going to probably have to add some more. New Balance, right? We got sponsored by New Balance. Now what we can do is start giving the players some New Balance, football boots. And then every player, that's why I'm going to probably need a bigger list of boots, actually. But even we've got some, Puma, for instance, or Puma. If we got sponsored by them, then you're going to start seeing all the players have Puma boots because we've been sponsored by them. Likewise, the kit is going to be the same premise. Obviously, if we have a look at the kits, I mean, there's the kit for you right there. If we pick someone like Coventry, that kit is going to be very minimalistic. It's going to be boring. There's not really going to be any sponsors or logos. But as we accumulate XP, we unlock those sponsors, and then Ghost is going to be helping me with this, fingers crossed. We start adding in the sponsors and the logos. It's a lot of work, I know. I have an idea in my head. It's just putting it into motion. You guys will have to kind of just deal with it at the beginning as we get everything sussed. But I have an idea of what I want to do, and it's just all about progression in this playthrough and just hopefully winning some trophies in the long run. So that's kind of the idea. New stadiums, new boots, new kits, and all that. And we'll kind of go from there. So go ahead, head over to the link, do the questionnaire. It's just a couple of questions if you would be so kind. I would appreciate it. You guys should be able to see the results as well, so you can kind of see what other people have voted and done as well, so you keep up to date. And then I'll take all that goodness and we'll go from there, and we'll get this playthrough going as soon as possible. So there we have it. Let me know your thoughts below. We'll return ASAP with more information when possible about, obviously, eFootball and FIFA 22. Remember, Gamescom, Konami are going to be there, thankfully, so we can cover all that fun stuff as well. And finally, maybe get some actual gameplay. Anyway, until next time, subscribe for more, and take care.